Yeah.
What's your reaction seeing these results?
Yeah, so seeing the results, for me personally, the process has been so amazingly positive and overwhelmingly so. Just an opportunity to engage with the citizens of the first district here in Florida. It's just been phenomenal. So truly, like you said, not the outcome we were hoping for, but I still think there's opportunity in the future, and it's really, really cool to see the engagement for sure. The folks that I've met along the way over the last 4 months, I mean, a 116-day campaign for a no-name, first-time political candidate going up against an incumbent that has been around a while and has that support. The way I look at it is there are almost 30,000 folks that voted for me and saw something in me that was worth that vote. And the importance of the vote is tremendous. And just to take advantage of the opportunity for something like this, the reason I joined was to give our incumbent a challenge. I joined the race precisely because of that, and I think we did that. I think we really did accomplish that, and it made folks think. It made folks talk a little bit differently about the state of affairs, not just within the Republican Party or here in Florida's first district, but the nation as a whole. And I do really hold out hope for the coming years, certainly this upcoming general election cycle. And I'm not going anywhere. Like this is something that I'm made for. Public service, beyond just a career in the military. I know that this is me. This is where I will continue to play, and I look forward to what that looks like in the coming days, weeks, months, years ahead, to be able to help not just the Republican Party, but as I mentioned, the first district and our nation as a whole, because we need it. We need it, and people are thirsting for it, for sure.
That was actually my next question. What does the future hold for you?
Yeah, I think in the immediate term, it's going to process the last 4 months and everything that we've accomplished. For sure, my team, my family, my friends, deep, heartfelt gratitude. And it's been amazing to see, for this race in particular, not just because of the voice of the first district, but the national tenor and tone that this particular race took. And the folks that reached out to me, our campaign, just showing overwhelming support. And they know that the nation needs it. We need good people to run. That's what I also see in the future, inviting people to consider doing it at all levels, at the local, the state level for sure, and certainly entertaining the federal level, because our nation is hurting, and we need to continue to walk and toe the line with good people and entering and not being afraid to do it. Hopping in, learn a little bit about yourself, learn a little bit more about the community, and what it's all about. So that level of engagement, I see myself doing that in the short term after, again, taking a few days at least to process everything that has occurred, everything that's been accomplished, and excited for the future. I really am.
And will you be supporting Gaetz going forward?
We'll see. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've voted Republican since I became a voter, registered voter in 1992, and so we'll keep an eye on it for sure. And see where else I might be able to help the Republican Party, certainly the local community, in the wake of this.
Have you had a chance to talk to Gaetz? Is that on the agenda? Or?
I have not. No, not currently part of the agenda.
Gotcha. That was all I have for you. Any lasting remarks? Anything you want to add that we didn't ask?
I think I'll just round it out with the deep sense of gratitude, again, to have an opportunity to do this, to be taken seriously, and to meet so many people that are willing to have the conversation. And again, one more tip of the hat for sure, and a heartfelt thank you to my family, my friends, the folks that are new friends and new relationships that have formed because of this experience. And I truly am excited for the road ahead, whatever that looks like.
And I was just going to ask something, if you could just look at Alexa when you respond, but
yeah.
You know, going forward for the general election, maybe for voters who are on the fence about who they're going to vote for, what do you have to say to them?
Oh, fantastic. So for voters that are considering their options moving forward in the general election, I think one primary thing that I've learned also this last 4 months is the level of education and information that voters in general have or don't have. And so my encouragement would be to the voters getting ready for the general election to do your homework, to do the research, to find out, not be so quick to hang your hat on the first message that's conveyed, because typically it's not just not factual, but it can be a lie, an out and out lie. And so being able to do a little homework to dispel some of those lies, some of those rumors, and ask around, because there are people that know that information, I think that's the number one thing that I would recommend, and I'm certainly going to continue to do it. Like what I see on TV, I need to look a little more into it, a little further, and talk with the local communities, the local party representatives, and encourage those conversations, because not everything we see in print or see on the TV is legitimate, and test that going into it so that you become a bit more informed as a voter getting ready for our general election.